Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and once again, we're back here at the Red Zone for the final time this season. Tonight, the Aces entertain the Ayersville Pilots for a shot at the GMC title. Starting for Ayersville, number 1, Sam McGuire, 6'1" forward. Number 4, Ryan Martin, 5'9" guard. He's a junior. McGuire was a sophomore. Number 10, Kyle Nicely, 6'3" guard. He's a senior. Number 11, Ethan Schlachter, 6'8" forward. He's a senior. And number 24, Jacob Berner, 6'3" guard. He's a junior. They are coached by James Zachrich. For Hicksville, they start Peyton Tunis, number 2, senior, 5'9". Number 3, Michael Myers, junior at 5'9". Number 11, Jake Greer, senior at 6'2". Number 12, Parker Thiel, a junior at 6'1". And Landon Turnbull, number 22, freshman at 6 foot. And that is the starting lineup for Hicksville, coached by Tony Tier.
And Parents' Night here. It's the last home game of the season for the Aces.
Wow.
And as we were mentioning, Jim, they sort of have their destiny in their own hands, but they also are going to need some help. The only way the Aces get an outright GMC championship this season is to, first off, beat the Pilots here tonight, and then they got to be rooting for the Rams this evening in their matchup against Wayne Trace. They might have been able to put it away at Wayne Trace last week, but you had Jake Greer out with an injured rotator cuff, which turned out to be not as severe as they had feared initially, so he is going to be playing tonight. And Michael Myers was out with an injured foot, and Parker Thiel, since the other two were out, they decided to give him a little extra rest too, and they lost pretty handily, a decisive defeat at the hands of Wayne Trace.
Yes.
So they both have 5-1 league records going into tonight's action. But again, Tunis, I should say Greer, Myers, and Thiel all out there on the floor. But just to hedge their bets, they've completely moved Travian Tunis and Braden Langham up from the junior varsity squad. They did not play at all in the JV game, so they've got their full eligibility. They can be called upon anytime during this game.
Yeah, they can play the whole game. And Schlachter tips it back to Martin, and the ball game is underway. Martin, the point guard for the Pilots. Number 10 is Nicely. Nicely is their leading scorer. Number 24 is Berner, and that's Nicely from 15. It's no good, and Myers with the rebound.
We're saying when you look at the athleticism and the height on this Pilots team, it's kind of surprising that the record...
Nice pass down to Turnbull.
It's kind of surprising their record is what it is.
Yes, yeah, it's 7-11. That's unreal. Nicely, number 10 with the ball. It's down inside. Turnbull knocks it out of bounds.
And that might be part of it. They're being out quick pretty handily here so far early by the Aces.
That's wrong in the paper. That original one, because they're 14-6.
Oh, okay.
It's much better.
So maybe that's the reason why it was so unbelievable. It was fake news.
Yeah, fake news. Right. There we go.
Knocked out of bounds by Ayersville, but off of the knee of Michael Myers. So Pilots with the ball. Jim Seiler calling the play-by-play. I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television. Ben Vandenbos on the camera. Glad to have you with us tonight.
Martin with Tunis on him. Down low, it goes to Schlachter, and he puts it down. Myers. There's it, Greer. Parker Thiel down low to Greer, back out to Tunis.
Bingo.
He gets the 3. 5-2 Hicksville. nicely. Out on top, over to Martin. Bring it back across to McGuire. Under the basket, ball is tipped and it doesn't get onto the backboard. Parker Thiel, length of the floor, brings it back. Looking inside.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Greer missed a open layup.
Great pass, but Greer couldn't get it to go down. Whiteout night here for the Aces faithful. Student section wearing a lot of that color or lack thereof.
Burner in the lane. Shot put up by McGuire and it's missed. A rebound to Greer. Quickly 2 off the bench for the Pilots.
Number 20.
And number 2.
Sackrich. And number 2 is Emmerling.
Tunis from outside.
Oh!
There's another one.
8-2 now for the Aces.
Burner on the point. To Nicely. Burner with the shot. It's in and out. It's no good. And we're going to have a foul on the rebound.
It might be on
22.
Turnbull. Turnbull gets his first personal, team foul number 1. And coming off the floor is Burner for Ayersville.
Nicely to Martin. Martin blind pass went all the way through and out of bounds.
Nobody was there.
Nobody. Michael Myers with the ball. Greer in the corner to Tunis. Tunis drives baseline jumper short.
Loose on the floor.
Picked it up. Parker Thiel missed the inside shot.
Almost stolen by Tunis.
Cross court. Now to Zachert. Zachert shot up, no good. Rebound was Greer. Turnbull. Tunis in the corner, short. Martin down to Nicely being guarded by Parker Thiel. Greer handled the ball, and it's Ayersville out of bounds.
Yep. If he'd have just held off a little bit, it would have been,
it'd have been off.
Pilot's ball underneath the hoop, but
Travian Tunis coming in for Greer.
with Greer's shoulder, you can see the black support tape on it. So he may be moved in and out a little bit tonight. And we'll see how things are going with Myers' foot as well. Parker Thiel said that he was feeling in pretty good shape.
But he can't lift his arm higher than this, they said.
Yeah.
Michael Myers from outside. Ball hits the support, and it'll go to the Pilots. Number 24 back in the game is Burner for Martin.
He'll spell Martin. Yep.
Zachert. That may be the coach's son right there. Burner with the ball. Over to Nicely. Jumper from outside is off the mark. And Nicely chases it down. Back out across to Burner. Burner down low. The Schlachter shot put up, no good. And
Kind of looked to me like the Pilot player had the ball in hand when he slid out of bounds on the sideline, but they're going to say nope.
I thought he dribbled it off the Hicksville leg, right down by the foot.
So it'll be the Pilot's ball out of bounds.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
Burner with the ball to Nicely.
Under 3 minutes to go here in our opening quarter. Aces up 8-2.
Burner to Emmerling. nicely down low to Schlachter. Nicely from 17. It's good.
That's his first of the night.
Nicely, he's their leading scorer, and he averages 15-8.
That's good.
Michael Myers with the lay-in.
He'll go to the line, and that'll be the first team foul on the Pilots. And that'll go against Zachary.
Martin back in the game, as is McGuire. Nicely comes out, as does Emmerling. Myers gets the shot. It's good. Greer back in the game. Parker Thiel will take a break.
Martin back in for the Pilots. Will be guarded by Tunis.
That's something I wouldn't like.
It would be
short on the shot.
Because Tunis has got such stamina and he's so quick,
yes.
He wears you down after a while.
Michael out to Turnbull for three.
Landon Turnbull feeling it from long range.
We have an Ayersville timeout with Aces on top, 14-4 with 2:03 remaining in the first quarter.
The Aces are coming out looking good so far here tonight in their final appearance at home for the 2017-18 season. They're not done yet. They'll have a couple more games on the road after they play here tonight. But we won't be seeing them again here on HIX-TV after this game until their sectional semifinal, which will be down at Paulding High School. And we've just been told that in the first quarter, it's Wayne Trace leading Tenora 17-10, 17-10, 17-8, 17-8, okay.
Ayersville with the ball. Martin cross court to Zachary. Zachary tried to go to the hoop. Berner with the ball. Gives it to Martin. Long pass underneath. Schlachter brings it out to Zachary.
Myers comes up with the rebound.
McGuire had it and was falling down, and Myers got it. Myers with it. Out to Travian Tunis. Turnbull behind the back. Tunis to Tunis. In the corner to Greer for three. Got it.
And he got it. And Schlachter is going to get tagged for a foul.
Berner coming out nicely back in.
And Early will be coming in for the Aces. They'll have the ball under the hoop.
Emmerling comes in for Schlachter.
So Greer bangs home the three-pointer, and then Schlachter commits the foul and gives the ball right back to the Aces under the basket. Oh, okay.
Yeah, all right.
And Parker Thiel was like, okay, two can play that game.
Yes. Here, take that.
Yep.
So the Aces have the ball inbound to Parker. Out to Early, over to Turnbull. In the corner is Greer. Greer down inside to Parker Thiel. His shot's blocked. Early gets it. Gives it to Parker. Got a timeout.
So 39 seconds left in the opening quarter. Coach Tier helping out Parker Thiel, trapped on the sideline with a First time out of the night for the Aces.
30-second. Didn't need to cough up the ball there.
Nope.
With 39 seconds left.
I said the Aces are up by 13, but this is going to be one of those games, Jim, where they're not going to take any chances, and they're going to put as many nails into the coffin as they can.
Well, sure.
Every opportunity. They want the win here tonight. That guarantees them at least GMC co-champion.
Yep, and their name will go up on the wall.
Yep.
So Travian Tunis will inbound the ball after the timeout. Gives it to Parker Thiel.
Thiel.
Myers. Wow.
Ball went over the line, but his feet stayed on this half of the court.
Yeah,
so
and
no
the ball
over and
didn't
back.
hit the floor either.
Peyton Tunis looks things over. 20 seconds.
That one happened.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nicely.
Nicely.
Yeah, gets his second. 4 points for him.
Turn ball is too
Short.
far out.
Won't count even if it does go.
So at the end of the first quarter of play, it's Aces 17 and Pilots 6.
11-point advantage for the Aces to get ready for the second quarter of varsity action here tonight. And while we've got some time between quarters, we'll take the opportunity to say another big thank you to our basketball broadcast underwriters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Once again, for the 2017-18 season, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, underwriting our basketball broadcasts. We want to thank them so very much. We want to remind you, if you're in the market for a vehicle, whether you want one that's brand new or pre-owned, car, truck, van, or SUV, stop by, check out the great selection they have on the lots at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships here in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, the Jim Schmidt Truck Lot, or you can check out the entire dealer inventory online anytime at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember, whenever you see Aces basketball action on HIX-TV, they're the ones that make it possible. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com.
So Ayersville comes back out on the floor. Have nicely Got
Emmerling out there.
Nicely Emmerling, Martin,
Schlachter.
and I think it's Zachrich,
Yep.
24. No, Berner.
Berner, Zachrich.
Aces have Parker Thiel, Michael Myers, Landon Turnbull, Peyton Tunis, and
Jake
Greer. Tunis from the
Tunis.
corner.
Turnbull just misses the board. Schlachter's got a little bit, or Nice has got a little bit of height on him.
Schlachter lays in. Rebound, Parker. Tunis took a
Does a
tumble.
barrel roll.
Yes.
Greer, nice soft touch.
2 points. 5 for Greer.
Tunis's quick hands knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Pilots.
Way down
Ooh,
low to
okay.
Schlachter. Gets it and draws the foul.
Might be on Greer.
Greer, his first, team second.
Only
Into
two
the game is McGuire.
Into the game for the Pilots.
And Emmerling comes out. And number
Zachrich.
20, Zachrich and Martin comes out. Missed the shot. Rebound Greer. Tunis from the corner.
Yep. Left him all alone with a good look at the hoop.
Yeah, you just can't leave him by himself.
So it's 9 points now for
22 to 8. Zachary stolen by Turnbull. Parker Thiel gets it back to Turnbull. In the corner to Tunis. Michael Myers. Oh, he was in a bad situation.
Yep. He was off balance. There was no realistic way for him to try to put up one of his hook shots that he's known for.
And he was about to travel.
And it was just an awkward pass direction towards Thiel. So
Berner with the ball to Nicely. To Schlochter. Is it over to Zacharich? McGuire.
They're going to call Michael Myers.
Yep.
That'll be his first. Team foul number 3.
Dylan early in the game. And
Tunis will come in.
Tunis will come in.
Myers and Greer will get a breather.
Martin came in for Ayersville. Nicely drives around. Back to Martin. And Nicely. Schlachter's pass intended for McGuire is off his hand out of bounds. I see what they try to do. They lull you to sleep and want to throw that ball down inside with the big boys doing the passing.
Early. There's just all kinds of stuff going on. They knocked over the Gatorade.
The medical section will go down.
Everybody's mopping that up real fast as the big orange bucket went over. And it's going to be Ayersville's ball out of bounds on the sideline.
Poor old Early. He was getting mugged.
He was getting manhandled and no whistle.
We have a 50-50 winner. Blue ticket 023811. 023811. That's
Is that your 50-50 number, Dan?
023811 with $139.
No? Okay. So Ben didn't win the 50-50 again tonight, so we don't get to, he's not going to be able to take us to Pizza Hut after all.
How many pieces of pizza would that buy?
I don't know.
Martin with the ball. Did nicely. The Schlachter. Zacharich with it, trying to go to the left. Bring it back around. Coming around McGuire. In the lane. And we have a foul. Looks like Early.
Dylan Early gets team foul number 4 for the Aces.
Because if he wouldn't have gotten it, Tunis would have.
Yep.
Because he really hacked him afterwards.
So Sam McGuire at the line, shooting 2. Gets the first one. It's McGuire's first point of the night. Just a sophomore.
He makes them both.
Makes it 22-10. Ace is still leading by a dozen.
Parker Thiel trying to make one of his patented moves. He had the ball taken out of his hand. McGuire passed down low. Guy missed the shot. Who was that? Nicely.
Here comes Tunis. and good. And timeout Ayersville.
Yep.
They were really thinking there should have been a charge.
30 seconds. 30-second timeout. Aces 24, Ayersville 10.
This officiating crew is going to let them play a little bit here tonight.
Yeah, they already have. Dad.
Both coaches a little bit of consternation on both sides, but the players don't seem to mind it as much. They don't like it when they're on the receiving end, but they like to be able to dish it out a little bit. So,
yeah, you know the game has gotten so different. Everybody's up and in your face and hanging on you, and pushing you and forearming you, and it didn't used to be like that at all. We played defense, but it was all zone.
And like I said, and this is kind of a unique thing where they've got the taller players for Ayersville moving the ball around the perimeter and trying to then sneak in one of the forwards or whatever, one of the
guards down low,
down low and be able to hit the shot.
Yep. There's McGuire on the point. The burner down low brings it around. Zacharich from 2.
Basketball 50 seconds.
Past the halfway point here of this second quarter, under 4 minutes to go. Aces leading by a dozen.
Bounce pass into Tunis. It's in and out from 15. Up the floor. Burner in the lane. Oh, man. It was walking.
Yep.
God, he took 2 shots, or 2 big steps.
And they get him for the offensive foul for throwing the body check on Michael Myers. Or did they just give him a travel? I thought it was an offensive foul.
Nothing up on the board.
No? Okay.
He definitely should have had one. You got Yoder in the game. Greer with a rebound. Tunis from 3. No. And he's going to get a foul on that.
Foul number 2, Peyton Tunis, takes first, 6.
Scoring-wise, Peyton Tunis leads the Aces in scoring for the year at 17.4. And as I said before, nicely leads Ayersville at 15.8. Nicely looking around. Zacharich with the ball. Moving nicely. The burner down low. Nicely from out in front. Zacharich. Burner. Pass in.
Knocked out of bounds. Should stay with Ayersville. I think Yoder got in there and slapped it out of bounds.
Yeah.
Easy
Lochter.
shot. 6 points now for Ethan. Nope. Ball kicked. Stays with the Aces.
Pilots number 4, Ryan Martin.
Martin back on the floor for the Pilots. McGuire comes out. Spread the floor, he says. Side to Tunis, 2 points.
Peyton Tunis for 2.
Pass down to Schlachter, taken away by Parker Thiel.
Thiel going to take it to the hoop. There we go.
His first two. Burner. Nicely to Martin. Cross court to Burner. Nicely, 15-footer. Good.
Get it.
Basketball foul nicely.
He's going to get his points.
Yes, he is. 6 for him right now.
Closing in on a minute left in the half.
Nicely lays it in.
Thiel loses it. They're going to launch it down again. And that's going to be a bucket and a foul. Nicely is going to have, that's 10 for him, and he'll go to the line. And that puts the Aces, or puts the Pilots rather, into the bonus for the last 33.5 seconds of this half.
McGuire coming back in the game. Emmerling will sit down. Also, Zachrich will come in back. And Burner will set. Free throw is missed. They're not calling traveling. That's all there is to it. Nicely drive to the hoop.
Count it. Greer gets his second. 17.5 seconds.
Wasn't long ago we said nicely just made 6.
We said the Pilots have taken advantage of the situation. They've closed the gap.
He's now got 13.
28-23, the Aces 12 or 14-point lead cut down to 5. Thiel. And it'll go down for
McGuire. Wow. What a run.
Wow, the Pilots turn on the Jets here late in the second quarter. And in 30 seconds, it goes from a 14-point lead to a 3-point lead for the Aces. Wow.
Yes.
So halftime, Aces leading the Pilots here in this varsity contest, 28-25. Jim and I are going to take a break, but we invite you to stay tuned. We'll be back, and we'll have all the exciting second half play-by-play coming your way right here on HIX-TV. The seniors are brought out and introduced along with their guardians. And at the same time, Jim and I will wrap up our coverage here of the junior varsity game. Thank you for tuning by. Once again, final score, it was the Pilots beating the Aces tonight in the JV contest, 34-23. For Jim Seiler calling the play-by-play and Ben Vandenbos on the camera, I'm Bill Murphy. Wishing you good night and good sports, and we're going to just keep the camera rolling. probably have this inserted into halftime of the varsity game or something along those lines, but we'll
Carly Hammond is the daughter of
have
Rod and Jody Hammond.
the senior night festivities
Cheerleading,
here at the Red Zone.
Five-Star Dance Studio, Foreign Language Club, Drama Club, and National Honor Society. In her free time, she enjoys spending time with friends and family, watching Netflix, going shopping, and traveling. After high school, Carly plans on attending Ball State University to pursue a degree in nursing. Brady Hupman is the son of Jackie Shaw and Brian Hupman. Brady enjoys sports, hanging out with friends, and video games. After high school, Brady plans on attending the Ohio State University for mechanical engineering. Gage Yoder is the son of Chad and Shelley Yoder. Gage plays basketball, baseball, and golf. Gage loves spending time with his friends who come over to hang out every Saturday night. After high school, Gage plans on attending the Ohio State University and majoring in chemistry and pre-med. Jake Greer is the son of Melissa and Jeff Ruoff, as well as Philip and Wendy Greer. Jake enjoys playing sports, having fun with friends, and eating out. After high school, Jake plans on attending St. Clair College to play baseball and major in business management.
If he can raise his arm.
Peyton Tunis is the son of Eddie Tunis and Jody Tunis. Peyton enjoys hanging out with the gang and playing some 2K and World War II. After high school, Peyton plans on attending college to major in graphic design and play either basketball or football. Thank you to all the parents for your love and support for our student athletes. Seniors, we congratulate you for all your accomplishments and thank you for all the fun memories you created. Good luck in the future and remember, you will always be aces.
Here we are back at the Red Zone, getting ready for the second half of the Hicksville Boys Varsity game. Scoring in the first half for McGuire for Ayersville, he had 4 points. Nicely, 13 with a roar there at the end. He had like 9 points in that last stretch.
A couple of breakaways and just took it home.
Schlachter had 6, Zachrich 2 for their total of 25 for Hicksville. Tunis has 13, Myers 3, Greer has 5 points, Thiel has 2, and Turnbull has 5. So they spread it around.
And it was kind of stunning. I mean, both Jim and I both were sitting here with our mouths open because literally with under a minute to go before the half, the Aces were up by 14 points, and then bang, in like 45 seconds, they cut it to a 3-point lead at halftime.
It was a avalanche of points.
Yep.
Nicely was the biggest problem, and he made them all.
Yep. And Ben is letting me know that he checked, and according to him, at halftime, Wayne Trace is leading the Rams 38-12.
Oh my goodness.
So it looks like another walk-away win for the Raiders, at least early on.
So our boys better jack it up here.
I don't know if the Aces are aware of that score. And
they don't need to know.
We're not going to broadcast it. So
no, they don't need to know.
All right, ready to get things underway, and it'll be Pilots ball to start the third quarter. Aces up by 3, and here we go.
So Burner will inbound the ball. Goes out to nicely to Martin. Martin gives it to nicely. The Burner coming around. Martin. Cross court, goes to Burner. He's going to go baseline, got shut off. Back across, out of bounds, off of Burner's hands. Hicksville ball. So a woman got hit in the head.
I was about to say, a little bit of an agility test for people in the bleachers there. Aces will inbounds the ball.
Have put a net around the ball, gym floor.
Oh, rejected. Great pass into Myers, but he just went into the tall timber and slapped the ball.
Schlachter at 6'8", destroyed it.
That'll go out of bounds. Stay with the Pilots.
Yeah, you're going to have to about dunk the ball to score inside.
Yep.
And I think Schlachter's the only one that can do that. Burner goes inside, offensive foul. Finally, he got one. He's the one that should have had that one when he ran over it down there.
That'll be team foul number 1 and Burner's first. Got a few of the Aces faithful near us that are thanking the referees for finally making the call.
Myers, Parker Thiel. Back to Myers, back to Parker, back to Tunis, short.
Gets his own follow-up.
Short again. And Burner picks up the loose ball.
We've seen the Aces come out on a few games where they are kind of cold for about the first part of the third quarter. They really can't afford that here tonight.
McGuire. Yeah, coach has always said the third quarters is their downfall if they don't cut it.
Heel, bingo.
Turnbull.
Or that was Turnbull, excuse me.
Burner with the ball to Martin, back to Burner. Looking nicely. Back to Martin, lob into inside, out front nicely for 3.
Makes it a 1-point game.
That's and we got another foul. Mikey Myers got decked.
Tunis will get the 3. McGuire will pick up his first personal.
For the Pilots, number 20, Christian Zachrich.
So the Aces will get the ball right back.
You got to get out of the trees there. Parker Thiel down low. So Mike in the corner.
Got it. So Michael Myers may just have to shift from the racing through the defenders inside to banging him home from outside.
McGuire. Shot no good. Parker Thiel brings it up against all of them. Ooh, no good. McGuire.
He'll be fouled by Meyer.
Foul number 3, Michael Myers, his third, team's 4th. Sam McGuire
Team
will be
foul
the
number
line,
1.
shooting 2.
14 fouls already.
No, he read the wrong thing. That's just the first one.
Oh, okay.
McGuire gets that one. think the floor announcer looked at the timeouts remaining instead of the team fouls.
It could be.
So,
Yep. So instead, it's only one.
yeah. Turnbull.
A little bit long on that one. Pass cross court, not a bounds.
Not even Zachridge can jump that high.
Yep.
He almost did.
Yeah. Almost. Close, but no cigar.
But, yep, not playing horseshoes.
Yep.
Field with the board, but it's off of. All right, Early will
Oh,
take that.
man.
Oh, Dylan.
Martin.
And Zachridge loses it again.
They get some stick 'em on his hands.
5-point lead for the Aces, 37-32. They'll have the ball back.
McGuire and Martin come out. Yes, Emmerling's in.
Greer.
Nope. Early grabbed the rebound. Get it out. Tunis.
Oh, Tunis put
Pass
some mustard on
inside
that
the
one.
wrong way. Nicely picked it off.
That'll be on Early, I believe.
At least that one didn't go in. Yep. On early.
Team foul number 2, Early's second. And again, Nicely will go to the line. Got 16 points right now.
For the Pilots, number 4, Ryan Martin.
Gets them both. All knocked away. Knocked away again. They get it out of there. Tunis comes up with it. Timeout from Coach Tony Tier.
Full timeout.
Again, the Aces lead has been cut to only 3. So every time the Aces start to put together a good-looking run, they either cool off a little bit on their shooting or they turn it over, and they let the Pilots work their way back in. So far, both teams have committed 2 team fouls, and both teams have 3 timeouts remaining for the balance of the game. Aces up 37-34. And so far, Kyle Nicely, I got him for 18 points here.
Yeah, they do on the board too.
And Tunis is sitting with 16, so
It's just got to be the supporting cast has got to score.
Pilots will break huddle first, and here come the Aces. Should be Hicksville's ball. .246 to go here in quarter number 3.
We're going to let the air out.
They're going to take a good long look at the defense. Here, got it.
McGuire shot missed. Schlochter shot missed.
Here comes Meyer with a breakaway.
Got it.
Got it.
Nobody down there big enough to stuff him. Martin, the burner, back to Martin. He finally is taking a shot.
And that one.
Schlochter misses a shot, and McGuire's on the back.
So he'll be called for the push-off. McGuire picks up his second. Pilots fans aren't happy with that, but we'll take it.
Number 2, Devin Emmerling, and number 20, Christine Zachary.
Emmerling and Zachridge back into the game. The Aces ball, and Parker Thiel will get it into Michael Myers. So we're closing in on a minute left in the third quarter. Myers hits it for 3.
Wow.
Under a minute. Here come the Pilots.
Nicely with the ball out front. Is it over to Zachary?
Zachridge being dogged by Tunis.
Nicely from 3.
Got it.
20 seconds remaining in the quarter. Oh. Nicely. And Martin. Back nicely. Baseline. Blocked.
.9 seconds.
Tunis had his hand right on top of that ball.
I'm going to say last touch by the Aces, so just out of bounds to the Pilots. And
That's good.
They'll have an inbounds at midcourt with 4 100ths, or 4/10 of a second. Nope.
Whew. Thank goodness. So at the end of 3 periods, it's Aces 45 and the Pilots 37.
We'll get ready for the fourth quarter, and once again, we want to say a big thank you to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, our basketball broadcast underwriters. And on this seniors night, the last home game of the season, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford want to pass along their very best wishes to the Aces varsity basketball players and the seniors as they are getting ready to wrap up their careers here at Hicksville. I want to congratulate them on another terrific and successful season. And thank you to all who've come out throughout the 2017-18 basketball campaign to support the Aces at home and when they've been playing away. And of course, Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships want to wish Coach Tony Tier and the varsity Aces the best of luck at their sectional tournament coming up in Paulding. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Aces with the ball to start the fourth quarter. Here we go. Stolen away.
Nicely.
Up and good.
Just can't stop him.
Nope. In and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Martin.
Nicely upfield. Schlachter. Gives it. Martin. Lob into Schlachter.
And offensive foul.
Wasn't much doubt about that.
Nope. Schlachter just gave him the old heave-ho.
Yeah, just get the heck out of my way.
Give Michael Myers credit. He was going to take a good pop, and he knew it, but he held his ground, so. Feel, ooh.
Martin's pass into the corner and nicely shot from three, in and out. Tunis with the rebound.
And Myers tripped by the official. I think he tripped on, the official tripped him, so, or they ran into each other. So ball goes out of bounds to the Pilots. They're down by 6.
Martin with the ball. Zachary, nicely to Zachary on the lay-in.
There we go. That's a good transition. Nice assist. And it's a 4-point game.
Tunis just keeps banging them home.
Yep, every time they start to slip a little bit, Tunis is there with the 3 from the corner.
Nicely out on top. Zachary inside.
Slapped away, but
McGuire.
Ooh. And they're going to say Ayersville's ball.
That Parker touched it.
Into the game for the Pilots.
Okay.
Number 24, Jacob Turner.
Martin out, Burner in for the Pilots. Nicely for 3.
Got it. It's almost automatic.
Yeah, he is definitely hot.
Tunis. He'll take some time off the clock here.
Don't get over here along the sideline.
Greer got it.
He isn't shooting enough. Pass inside to McGuire in the lane. It rolls good.
Go under 4 minutes now, so we're past the halfway
They gotta
point
bring
of
the
the fourth
defense
quarter.
out a little bit. Tuna. Bad pass.
Into the game for the Pilots, number 4, Ryan
Martin back in for Burner. Want a full timeout on the Ayersville side.
They're down by 5, so they're not counting themselves out of this game by a long shot.
Oh, no. Not
So-
by a long shot.
Full 1 minute timeout. Again, Pilots have committed 14 fouls so far. The Aces have committed only 2.
I got a 4th-degree
So 51-46. This will be the third timeout called by the Pilots, so they'll have 2 remaining for the balance of the game. Aces have 3 remaining for them. Cheerleaders back out on the floor and entertaining. Again, last we heard, the Wayne Trace Raiders were comfortably ahead of the Sonora Rams. So they were looking like they were going to be walking away with a victory there. And of course, again, if the Aces are victorious here tonight and Wayne Trace defeats the Rams, then they will be co-champions of the GMC. If the Aces were to lose this game and the Raiders were to win, then they would be outright champs. And if the other way around, the Aces would be outright champs.
Oh, nicely to Martin. Martin into the lane. Martin lob down to Zachary.
Almost stolen away.
And
Follow-up.
McGuire picks up the garbage for 2. 51-48.
Down to a 3-point lead. Myers going to put it up a little bit short.
Got
Gets his
his
own
rebound.
board.
Oh, nice move, Mikey. Gives him 13 points. Zachary drives baseline, puts up shot, blocked.
Myers down to Greer. Turnbull. Yeah! Oh my! The freshman comes through in the clutch.
Wow. 56-48. This is a good ball game we're going to see.
Yeah, last touch by
Nicely
Ayersville.
slapped it away from Tunis. Burner coming in for Zachary.
All right, let's look to show some full court pressure here.
Yep. Mikey.
Goes in, lays it up and gets it.
He has all the guts in the world. They have a 10-point lead with 1:38 remaining on the clock. Just make them pass the ball. Keep it out there.
Fade away. And a foul call.
12, Parker Thiel.
Thiel gets his first personal. Team foul number 3, and that's going to put Sam McGuire at the line to shoot 2.
court, girl. Keep that court, brother.
Misses.
Oh, that's his first miss of the night. He was 4 for 4.
Gets that one.
Martin finally gets a foul. He's played a pretty nice ball game.
Yep. That's team foul number 5 now on the Pilots.
He's taken one shot all night.
Aces looking to close it out here.
Yep.
Myers.
No.
Nope. Off the back of the iron. Martin grabs the board.
Coming back up the floor quickly.
Up and good.
And then they called a timeout. McGuire's had a nice ball game. He's got 15. 57 seconds. You don't want to melt now.
Full 1 minute timeout for the Pilots. They're going to see if they can hang on here and come back from this 7-point deficit.
Oh, come on, kids.
And since we saw them close a 14-point deficit to a 3-point deficit in about 30 seconds time, 40 seconds time at the end of the first half, they are more than capable of doing it.
Yes, they are. And with the press they're putting out there, they could cause a lot of havoc.
So the Aces are going to have to stay focused. They're going to have to play smart. Pilots come back out onto the floor first. Aces break their huddle. Hicksville's ball on the baseline. 57.1 seconds. Only one timeout remaining for the Pilots.
It can't be offensive foul. You can't get an offensive foul when you're in the air.
Foul to number 1, Sam McGuire.
Yep, McGuire picks up his third personal.
That's team
Team
6.
6. So
Into the lead for the Pilots, number 4, Ryan Martin, and number 20, Christian Zachridge.
Martin and Zachridge back on the floor.
Parker Thiel is going to inbound the ball.
They took about 4 seconds off. Gets it into Tunis. Thiel. They're going to move it around and make him foul. There you go. That's 1 and 1.
Nicely. 34 seconds.
So good job, the Aces. They burned off about 10, 12 seconds there.
Right.
And they put themselves in the bonus. And Hicksville, they've only committed 3 fouls, Jim, so they got fouls they can throw around if they need to.
Oh, shoot.
This is the front end. That doesn't help. Jake Greer. Greer's going to hold on to it. See if he can draw the foul.
And he
And
did.
he does.
Number 1 got another.
That's 4. That's 4 now on McGuire.
Oh, they give it to number 10.
No, they give it to 10. Okay. So that'll be nicely getting his first personal, or second rather, of the night.
Come on, Jake.
In and out, no good.
Dang.
15 seconds. Let him take it. Yep. Timeout. That's the last time they can stop the clock. 5-point deficit, 10.7 seconds. It'll be Aces ball out of bounds.
They will. I doubt if we get it in bounds, they'll probably commit a foul before the inbounds because they don't want any time running off if they don't help it.
Yep. So they will not be able to stop the clock after this. This is the last time out of the night for the Pilots. A full 1 minute timeout. Aces are up by 5, 58-53, and Hicksville's in the bonus. The Aces have only committed 3 team fouls, so again, they've got 3 fouls they can give before they commit that 4th one to send them to the line.
Oh, man, this game makes your heart beat fast.
No, every now and then you call a game and you get done, and you're never going to be as tired as the kids that are playing the game. But yeah, it kind of drains you a little bit.
It does. It's kind of, I remember watching a movie of the Poseidon Adventure. And when when that movie was over, I couldn't get out of my chair. I was over at Georgetown Theater and I couldn't get out of my seat.
Alien did that for me.
Yeah.
In the movie Alien, that was another one that didn't scare me nearly as much as my sister, though.
Here we go. Turn and go.
Timeout. Things were not looking good to be able to get the ball inbounds. And so the Aces will take a timeout. No time off the clock, 10.7 seconds. And we'll see whether this is, I didn't see whether it was a 30-second.
Yeah, I think it was 30
I think it's just a quick 30-second.
So they don't have any more timeouts.
We have 2 remaining for the Aces, so
they would, if they would score, they cannot stop the clock.
Nope.
Ball game's over for them.
Like I said, and it's a 5-point game, so it's a 2-possession game. So
Right.
even if they get the ball, bang a 3, the Aces basically would just have to.
They can stand out of bounds with
Yeah.
the ball for 5 seconds.
So here we go. Parker Thiel launches it in to Michael Myers, who's going to play keep away, and he's going to get assaulted.
Nicely. That only took 3 seconds.
Yep. So 7.2. Myers going to be at the line.
Foul to number 10, Kyle Nicely.
Nicely. That's his 3rd personal.
Michael Myers will be at the line shooting 1+ bonus.
Aces up by 5, and if Myers, well, let's see, they're going to do some substitutions. Zach Rich into the game.
Got to watch behind.
Coach Tony Tier going to take another timeout.
Oh, man.
I think he wants to win this game or something. Full 1 minute timeout this time around.
Yeah. Wow.
We'll check with.
This is as exciting as they get.
Yeah. Check with Ben. Make sure we should have enough time on the camera, the tape in the camera. We should be good.
Okay.
Wet my whistle here. Thanks to Coach Lucas Smith, too, for bringing us up some water. Appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, we need to try to get Tony up here after the game.
Ourselves hydrated. Yep. Let's see if we can send a runner down to get him. Final seconds tick off. And Michael Myers will be at the free throw line, shooting 1 and 1.
Make a couple.
And this is team foul number 9 on the Pilots, too. So depending on how things go, if they foul again and send the Aces back to the line after this, it'll be 2 shots. Yeah.
Okay, come on, Mikey.
The entire Aces team drops back. Myers.
That's it. That's big.
That makes it a 6-point lead.
Still 2 possessions. One more.
Got them both.
That's a game.
That should do it.
Let's leave them go, boys. You don't need to foul them.
They hit the three.
Just leave it roll.
And that's it. 60 to 56.
Wow. What a ball game. What a burner. Woo.
Add things up as quickly as we can here.
$26 for Nicely. 17 for McGuire.
Yep.
6 for Slochter. We shut him down.
Zachrich did he have 5 or 4?
Zachrich had 7.
Okay. That's right, he had that last shot there at the
Yeah.
end. So, and then I've got, I've got 4 aces in double figures.
19 for
19 for
Tunis.
Tunis, 17 for Myers, 11 each for Greer and Turnbull, and a bucket and 2 for Thiel.
Yep.
Unofficially. So
I told you they needed balance,
Yeah.
and they sure got it.
So, you know, you get 4 guys in double figures, and you're going to win your fair share of basketball games. And
oh, yeah.
the big thing with this, though, is, again, the win tonight guarantees at least a share of the GMC title. And from what we heard, the last score we heard, it looks like it's going to be a co-championship with the Wayne Trace Raiders. But still,
Yes,
another
sir.
big accomplishment for Coach Tier. I don't know if we're going to be able to get him up here or not. They're getting ready to cut down the.
He's going to the locker room.
He's headed back to the locker room right now.
No,
They're getting ready to cut down the basket.
Ben said this.
No, okay.
Ben gave us one.
Gave us a finger?
No, not that.
Yeah, no.
He gave us one.
One finger, about a minute. Okay, so we'll
Yeah,
hold on
what a-
here for a little bit. And
What a ball game. We can go down to scoring here. What we did cover. For Hicksville, Tunis had 19. Mike Myers, heck of a ball game, had 17. Greer had 11. Parker Thiel, 2. And Turnbull had 11. Some nice shooting out of these boys. Turnbull and Greer especially tonight. They each had 3 3-pointers. For Ayersville, McGuire had 17, had a heck of a ball game. Nicely, he just couldn't be stopped. He had 26.
Yep.
Schlachter had 6. They shut him off. And Zachrich had 7, and that's it.
Yep. And
The free throw line gave Ayersville 8 for 11, and we were 3 for 5.
like I said, really was not a factor in the game here tonight. Yep. So we've been told that Tony Tier is going to be down there helping to cut down the net and so forth. So
Okay.
we'll let him celebrate with his team, but we'll maybe see if we can work something out. We can get Coach Tier to maybe have a sit down with us before we
Could
do the
that.
game down in Paulding for.
Could do that with both of the head coaches, you know, with the girls and the boys.
See if
Bring
we
them
can-
out together or something.
See if we can set something up with Coach Josh Freese and Coach Tony Tier. I'll
Right.
fire them an email. We'll see if we can talk to them
Okay.
before we head out. So just, again, a terrific night tonight, and it's going to be a big celebration as they are going to cut down the nets. Like I said, GMC championship, or at least the co-championship. Not quite as nice as it outright, but you'll take it.
This is the first time since 1976.
They just missed last year,
Yep.
and
76.
so again, this is going to be a big night for Coach Tier, and we want to congratulate all of the Aces varsity basketball players. It's been a great season, and again, it's been a lot of fun bringing you the action from here at the Red Zone. We're not done yet, too. Like I said, we finished up the regular season, but we've got both girls and boys sectional tournament action coming up here on HIX-TV. Just keep your eyes on the program guide. With that, though, we are going to wrap
Okay.
things up and say one more thank you to, well, since this is our last home game, we'll say thank yous to Mr. Overmeyer and Haught, the co-athletic directors, and Coach Lucas Smith, the junior high athletic director, for all of their support and help throughout the regular season. For all of our broadcasts here on HIX-TV, we want to thank them so very much. And also a huge thank you to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships underwriting all of our broadcasts, and to all of our volunteers that helped out throughout the regular season. Ben Vandenboss, my daughter Kate was with us a couple of times. Amy was here with us a couple of times.
John
Piasaki was in here. So I want to thank all of them as well. And again, one last time, Jim, 60-56. Aces get it done.
That was. I'm not kidding. That was an exciting ball game. Because I'm sitting here hoping, just hoping we could make a free throw.
Yep. Like I said, we wanted to see that. We wanted to get it up to the 3 possessions.
Yeah, and Mr. or Coach Tier's father's sitting right down here, and when that basket went in to make it a 3 possession, he went crazy.
Oh, he did it.
Let it happen.
So, again, congratulations to the Aces sharing that GMC crown for the 2017-18 season. And with that,
season's been short.
Yep. We're going to wrap things up, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the tournament trail. One last time, final score tonight, Aces beat the Pilots 60-56. For Ben Vandenboss on the camera and Jim Seiler calling the play-by-play, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing you good night and good sports.